Hello, guys. Just wanted to reach out and say, hey, we are here for another class. It is Monday, and we have classes every Monday at noon. Today, we're going to be talking about what we're doing right now. We are having a video content basis. We're going to go over how video can actually change your business for the better, what value it brings to your business, and also how it can be relevant whenever you're talking with clients, with customers, or when you're actually just discussing other things with other agents. So this is a value add that I think will be a tremendous value add, and at a lot of points there's no cost to it as well. So this is something you can put into action today without adding any additional cost to you. So what is video and why is it so relevant? So the thought process is that video is something that people are looking at on a regular basis, but the conscious mind cannot determine the difference between a in-person meeting and a person looking at them through video. So over time, they forget the fact that they saw you on video and they actually feel like it was an actual interaction. This is why video content is so relevant. It also makes it a lot more real. So text, voicemail, voice calls in general can be easily forgotten. They can be easily overlooked, and they can be things that people miss whenever they are actually going through the interaction of the reticulator activator that sits in the back of your brain to determine if a person thinks about a real estate agent, are they going to be thinking about you? And this is where video steps up its game in bringing that value add that shows you how it can be relevant to your mindset and how it can be relevant to your marketing strategy as well. So I'm sure you've been to a ton of conferences, you've heard a ton of trainings, and they all say just pick up the phone and do it. Because the truth of the matter is that you look no different that you look in the mirror today than you do to anybody else that walks around you, as you will when it comes to video. Now, the common concern with this is, well, it's recorded and it's in, it's always there. They can always go back and reference it. And that is a true statement, but that's also why it is such a good marketing tool, is because they can go back, they can watch it again. This training is being live casted to Facebook. It is being live casted to YouTube. These are places that you can go back and watch this training over and over and over again. Or you can elect to not watch it again. That's the benefit of the video content, is that it is the decision of the viewer to continue to watch through the transaction or not to. And that's where the value comes back to the person, the real estate agent in this case, providing that video content out. So these are things and tools and resources that we need to think about when we're getting into the process of thinking how real estate can be successful going forward. And I apologize, I'm going to drop up the comments. So as we go through this basis, guys, think about it this way. I'm not telling you that you have to. I'm telling you that you should, because it will change the dynamic of your marketing. And this comes from everything: your email marketing, your video marketing on Facebook, your video marketing on general on your website, any of those details. By adding video content to it, it will bring its top of mind relevancy. I'll just use one example and then we'll jump into actually the details of how to put this implemented into your business. So talk about a blog, right? So a blog is a traditional typed out set of words that are going to discuss a certain subject, whether it be the best pizza in town or it be the best real estate agent in town. The blog is going to be a thing that Google uses, as I call it, the Google juice, right? It's going to move people to your website. So that is the same thing that video does. Because Google owns YouTube and they love video content, they will actually push that relevancy of that video content to top of mind. So let's say that we have some old blog posts that we put on our website, right? Blogging is at no cost. You can put it on your website at no cost. But now we want to bring it more relevancy. So we go back to those blog posts and we add video content to them. So instead of just being a blog now, it is now a vlog, so VLOG. And now it has video content mixed with actual typed out content. This takes the relevancy, or the Google SEO, or search engine optimization, up to top of mind. And this is how you will bring yourself to the top of that web page when people type in things like real estate agent or El Paso real estate agent, or they simply type in how to sell my house fast. If that was a blog post that you wrote and then you added video content to it as well, that's going to bring your entire marketing strategy to top of mind when people type stuff into Google. So that's just one tool and resource that you can put into action. What are some of those other things that you can do as well? So let's actually get into some basis of actual tools that you can use. So in this case, I'm going to use this one right here. So I love to use a program called Loom. And Loom is a great resource for free video content. It has a plugin that can directly go into your email. It also has a functionality that can go up into this top right hand corner, which is your taskbar for the extensions if you're using Google Chrome. So I can easily click on this button, record a video very quickly. If you'll notice, my eyes are down at the bottom. It's real easy to do that. Now, by recording that video, I can put myself in a small section down at the bottom of the screen and then have the entire desktop as my screen. If you'll notice, when I pull that up, it brings up, do I want to do screen and camera? Do I want to do screen only or camera only? So if I was going to demonstrate something to a client, for instance, where to sign on a contract or discuss a contract, I could record it on my screen, send it over to the client while they're actually signing it. This would give them the ability to be able to interact with you without you having to be in person. Given where we're at in this environment right now with COVID-19 and the general pandemic mentality that is now registered with most consumers, this gives them the functionality to be able to connect with a client, show them the same concepts that you would do if you were in person, but now you can record that content and reuse it repetitively over and over again when discussing certain parts of the contract. So Loom is a great avenue. So is BombBomb. So BombBomb is one of the places that really entered into the market first. They are an expense. They do charge the money, but they also have a great extension, and they have a really good email marketing platform that's built on top of it. I do have a BombBomb account, and I will show you just a few of the details of things that we do with BombBomb. So we use this for sending out things like emails for inventory lists for builders, or if we're just trying to build out a video content email for one of our customers or our customer bases. So Andrea uses this regularly whenever she's trying to send out information to our clients. As the client concierge, she can discuss a lot better in a visual format, and then she puts the email basis of that visual content that she just gave out, she types it back out on the bottom. So if they're not willing to watch it, they also have the ability to read it as well. And she'll also focus on the links and so on and so forth in the email. This is a quick avenue, but the open rate of an email with video content exceeds 50% more than if you don't have that video content. Now, as I mentioned, both of these tools, just Loom and BombBomb, and there's a bunch of other ones out there, I'm just focusing on these two. These are great tools that also link into your email. So if I bring my email up here and I want to type out an email, basically right here, my BombBomb extension pops up. But if I didn't want to use my BombBomb extension, when I record my video in Loom, it gives me a link that I can attach directly into my video or into my email once I've recorded that video. Now, there is a couple restrictions with Loom. They only allow you to do so many videos, depending on if you're a legacy client of theirs or a new client of theirs. It can range from 10 to 30 videos that you can hold in storage. So you'll have to get rid of them regularly, but it's a great platform to get started, to feel what benefits it might add as far as details. So these are things that will add value, but it does take some time and you have to put it into action first. Now, with that being said, Loom is a great opportunity, but in this case, BombBomb also has another extension that plugs into Gmail that once I send an email here, for instance, you'll notice I just sent an email earlier discussing how to add value to doing video. I sent it out to a bunch of people. I sent it out to 81 recipients. I had 17 opens, all right? It also will say if I had any clicks. So I had 4 clicks on that video or on that email that I sent out. So BombBomb allows me to track that email as well, which just adds a little layer of that marketing mindset that will be top of mind. So for instance, if I sent out an email saying, hey, do you want to come and take a look at this house? Click here to say yes. This would be a quick trigger that would allow me to go in and add extra content. But it would also allow me to segment people that have opened my email, people that have watched my video, and people that have maybe watched my video for a longer extent of time. Now, Loom does a very similar feature. The only difference is that Loom, you have to actually click the link to go to the Loom site to get all this tracking method. Nothing much different, just a little different entrance into how it's working. So guys, two great platforms to add just a little extra value to your marketing. Now keep in mind, but both BombBomb and on the basis of Loom, they can both use tools that put into aspect how to make your video more accessible. So you can post this video content to YouTube, you can post this video content to Facebook, you can post this video content to Instagram, you can put it in other platforms. So once you record it, you can use it however you want to see fit. The beautiful thing about BombBomb and Loom is they both do it in a native application that you can do some editing, that you can add some content, that you can put in overlayers, so you can put in things like text. Things like this will add value to the video content that you've created. Now, cameras, right? Can you do this just with your simple webcam that's on your computer? The answer is yes and no. Depends on what you want, right? So I'm going to take this off real quick, and I'm just going to show you that I am currently using another camera, which I'll show you in just a second. But in this case, if I were to switch this to, this is my actual webcam. Okay, now I actually have set up a really cool device. So I use a program called Camo, and it takes my camera on my phone that has the 3 cameras, which allows me to do things like portrait mode, which allows me to do things like zooming in, zooming out. So that functionality is built out, taking me from what I have here. Let me set this back up to what I have here. Right? So you can tell quality is a little different, a little more impactful. So this program, you can pay it on a yearly basis. I want to say it costs about $35, $40, or you can buy a lifetime license, and I think that costs about $75. But it allows me to take my phone and create value. Now you can also buy other webcams that can add value too. There's also a way to take a DSLR camera or a big full body camera and turn that into a webcam as well, just giving a little more rich, robust content to the video. It's all relevant to what you want and how you want to put it into action. So these are small little tools and tips that will help you impress your marketing upon your clients and customers in an effort to try and increase your marketing opportunities that are derived from the standard spend that you're already doing. A lot of you are already sending out emails to people. Just add a little video content in there, and now that video will be top of mind. The same thing goes for whenever you do Facebook post or any of these things. A lot of people put this stuff out there, but using the right tools and putting them in the right environment can also have a ton of value as well. I have elected to use BombBomb, but not everybody needs to do that. Start out with Loom first, find out if it is a beneficial add to you, and that way you can now step up your marketing when you're ready to a paid version like BombBomb. Guys, thank you for your time. We're at about 13 minutes. I try to keep these about 15 minutes long, so I appreciate you joining me. If you have any questions, you can post those into the system. I think I should get all the posts here, but if not, thank you for your time. We appreciate you. And I also want to make sure that you always realize if you have any questions that are above and beyond maybe what I have posted here, and you want to ask specifics, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. See you later.